Good morning to everyone. This morning I would like to talk about anemia in pregnancy. Anemia has been noted to be one of the major causes of a problem in pregnant women, not only in Africa but globally. Pregnant women are always faced with the problem of anemia, and therefore it should be taken note when managing a mother in pregnancy, a pregnant mother, to ascertain the level or the degree of anemia and manage this mother accordingly. So according to the definition by World Health Organization, anemia is the reduction of the hemoglobin concentration or the hematocrit below the level for that age and for that sex. And in a pregnant woman, we take anemia as any hemoglobin concentration less than 11 grams per deciliter. So what does this mean? It means that the levels of anemia vary depending to age and also depending to sex. So you might find that the normal hemoglobin levels for men are not the same as the normal hemoglobin levels for women, and therefore we note that normal hemoglobin levels may vary between ages and sex. So what is a hemoglobin? A hemoglobin is the iron-containing protein in blood which transports oxygen. If I may need to explain a bit more, hemoglobin is that protein. First of all, hemoglobin is composed of two words, hem, which is iron, and globin, which is a protein. So this hemoglobin is responsible for the shape of the red blood cell and the red color of blood. So to go back slightly, I wanted to explain what a hemoglobin is. Hemoglobin is that content. For example, when we say that your hemoglobin is 11 grams per deciliter, it means that, if I could give an example of a hemoglobin like sugar in tea. So for us to have a normal sweetness of the tea, we may need 2 spoons, and these 2 spoons may have an amount of crystals that make up 2 spoons. So those crystals is the heme. So when we say that your hemoglobin concentration is low, it means that protein that is responsible to carry or to attach oxygen is low in your blood. If we take a deciliter of your blood, we measure how many grams of hems or hemoglobin are in that deciliter of blood. And if it is less than 11 grams per deciliter, if pregnant, we shall say that this mother is anemic. So that is in brief what we call hemoglobin and the level of anemia, or what we call a hematocrit level. So on grading, anemia can be graded differently, but in pregnant women, if this mother is 8 to 10.9 grams per deciliter, we shall consider her as having mild anemia. And we have said that anemia is any measure less than 11 grams. So if it is 11 grams, then it is okay. That is why the highest level is 10.9. So that is called mild anemia. When talk of moderate anemia, it is hemoglobin between 7 to 7.9 grams per deciliter. And then Severe anemia would be graded as any hemoglobin level below 7 grams per deciliter. Now let's continue. We are going to talk about the types of anemias in pregnancy. Basically, we have the major 3 types of anemias in pregnancy. The first one is iron deficiency anemia, 2 is folate deficiency anemia, and 3 is vitamin B12 deficiency. So, by description, what do we mean by iron deficiency anemia? Iron deficiency anemia is the most common cause of anemia during pregnancy. It occurs when the body doesn't have enough iron to produce adequate amounts of hemoglobin. And as we've said, a protein, hemoglobin is a protein in a red blood cell which carries oxygen from the lungs to the rest of the body. So when we say iron deficiency anemia, the body is having shortage of iron, and iron is a part of the hemoglobin, is a protein that carries oxygen. So most pregnant mothers are having a deficiency of iron, and they are having what we call iron deficiency anemia. Then next we have what we call folate deficiency anemia. When we talk of folate, folate is a vitamin which is usually found in foods we eat, especially green leaves, and folate is one of the nutrient which needs to build a healthy red blood cell. Yes, we need iron for attachment of hemoglobin, for attachment of oxygen, and then we need folic acid to build a healthy red blood cell. So there is also folate deficiency anemia during pregnancy. And they say that during pregnancy, the body needs extra folate to transport oxygen to tissues throughout the body, and man-made supplements of folate is what we call folic acid. Then we have vitamin B12 deficiency as another common type of anemia in pregnancy, whereby the body needs this vitamin B12 to form healthy red blood cells, and when the pregnant mother does not get enough vitamin B12 from their diet, their body can't produce red blood cells. It is this vitamin B12 deficiency is common in people who do not eat meat, poultry, dairy product, and eggs. So there are those religions, first of all, who have food taboos, cultures for food taboos, and for people who do not eat these things, they are prone to vitamin B12 deficiency.